Hi, it's Tom from 8-Bit Gaming, and I'm going to go through my thoughts on the Dawngate beta.
Wipe them out.
Dawngate is an upcoming Moba from Waystone Games, and whilst it feels pretty similar to other Mobas like League of Legends, for instance, I think it's doing enough different that it's a pretty viable alternative to games like League of Legends, Dota, Heroes of Newerth, etc, etc. I've only been in the closed beta for a short time, so I haven't played an awful lot of it, but what I have played has been good. What I first noticed was it's a 2-lane map instead of 3, like you're probably used to. But I quite like the change in pace only having 2 lanes provides. I found myself moving around the map a lot more than I do in other MOBAs, be it helping out in another lane or trying to capture the spirit well things in the corners of the map. It's a nice change of pace. I can't remember what they're called off the top of my head, but if you capture these spirit wells, you cut off resources to the other team and gain them for yourself. So they're kind of like another objective to achieve other than just killing players and towers, or bindings as they're called in Dawngate. So yeah, they're a nice addition. What you'd consider the Nexus is also different in that it's an actual living thing with health and abilities. So that's cool in the sense that it forces you to think whilst taking down the last of the opposing team. It does a fair bit of damage from my experience, and it's got a large amount of health as well. So it could probably change the tide of a game if the team attacking it is just trying to face roll it and not pay attention to what's actually going on. When choosing a champion, you can also choose one of 4 roles you'll be playing throughout the game, such as Gladiator, Tactician, Hunter, and Predator. So if you choose Hunter, for instance, you'll get a benefit for killing jungle creeps, or if you choose Predator, you'll get a benefit for killing enemy champions, so on and so on. Gladiator, you receive a bonus for killing lane minions. So yeah, it's another addition that works well and adds another layer of depth to choosing your champion rather than just going, I'm going to play this guy, this is where I'm going. There's a nice amount of champions and they all work pretty well. The one on screen is Fenmore, who is a ranged champion, who kind of has a kind of wolf theme to him. And he's pretty much my go-to champion at the moment, as he's quite easy to pick up and play. I'll get around to playing more of the champions at some point, but it seems they all play as you'd expect. You have your tankier champions, you have your carries, and they all look pretty good as well, with some nice spell effects and stuff like that. It's nice that the roster is also quite compact at the moment. It stops the game feeling overwhelming from the off and doesn't feel bloated. It makes the idea of learning a new champion less daunting, as there's only like a handful of them in the first place. So if you've played pretty much any other MOBA, you'll get to grips with the abilities and how to use them pretty swiftly. I mean, even if you haven't played another MOBA, the UI is laid out in such a way that it's quite easy to understand what champion does what and what role you should be choosing and how you'll fit into the game. Overall, it feels pretty solid considering it's in beta. I've not experienced much lag or bugs, and the bugs I have come across have only ever been minor, so they've not been an issue. I'm looking forward to playing more of it, and I'll do another of these videos once I've had the chance to have a proper go at it.